hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you are new to my channel. I'm really happy you are here and I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Virgo Tarot. Virgo Love Tarot Love Reading. Messages from your person. A reading where we're going into thoughts, feelings, intentions, moves. Let's go on a deep dive. I just want to say I hope that my Virgos are doing good in this very intense full moon eclipse, Mercury retrograde energy, in particular with Mercury being your ruling planet. I know the Virgo in my life is feeling it, so I hope you're doing okay. Sending you love. Let's deep dive in. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Virgo. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the moment of truth. The Knight of Cups is in reverse and the Chariot is in reverse. Somebody here, gosh, has broken some promises. Things are not moving. The Chariot, Cancer energy, is in the partnership placement and it's in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles is here, which is patience required energy, really slow moving. And where their energy is really strong, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So it's a stagnation energy, I feel like, from maybe moving on. If you're waiting for something specific, moving on for good, are we looking at a pin in it? Because somebody did break some promises here. Gosh, Virgo, the Devil is here. The Four of Cups is here. The Sun is here. I like this energy because whatever's going on, this is your reading. Boy, could we use some of this energy right now. It's a new cycle. And it's the warmth of the sun. It's a new cycle for you. Whatever that's going to mean, let's continue on here. But I want to tell you, whether you're here in real time or not is really not the point for me, because you're here when you're meant to be here, so trust that timing. You know, I'm channeling for you at the moment in real time in this intense energy, specifically the Mercury in retrograde connected to you. So that this is an energy of like it's, and I'm also with the eclipse energy, like things being moving on from things surfacing, people surfacing, resurfacing, I guess you could say. And we have the Devil card here, and one of the things that I just want to bring in that may not be popular, but it's here, is I do feel that there is still this attachment here, like it's someone you haven't moved on from, and I'm feeling this energy that it's somebody that is also, that also hasn't, that might be popping up. Now, you maybe already know this, you might even be around this person, so it's no big surprise. Specifically, if you can see them, I do want to validate that energy around some kind of gathering, friends and or family kind of energy. Yeah, it's the end of this cycle, Virgo. The World card is here. I like this, but it's also connected to where things have been, the Wheel of Fortune. It's a stuck energy. And, you know, the Jupiter energy, that's the thing. It's like it's either coming toward you, there's like things happening and an expansion, and there's a kind of a lucky energy, you could say, growth and a hopeful energy. This reversal is telling me that it's been the opposite of that. It's like things that have been stuck and not moving, perhaps a losing kind of energy. The thing is, the Six of Swords in reverse here with the Eight of Cups in reverse is a really strong validation for me around the end of this cycle of either breaking a silence or no contact. This person is in it. We're all in it. And it's just been so incredibly strong this week. It's kind of unreal. Either coming up to you, if you can see each other, again, perhaps some kind of communication around how do you normally communicate, phone calls, messages, or what? Because there's definitely a stagnation. They haven't let you go. But things have been stuck, also connecting to the throat chakra, the Wheel of Fortune, and then the reversal energy around, again, around communication. But Yeah, we are getting out of this cycle. I got to tell you, it's the end of a cycle here in the World card. And that's moving forward into the Fool. So, are you expecting this? Will it change anything? Only you can say. We need to dig in some more. But I am feeling, look, yeah, that there's still some hurt here. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. That's the other thing of like still feeling hurt around this, like not having moved on from it is just really super clear. Yeah, it's right in the middle of the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Sun in the upright. Well, and the Two of Wands is here. Yeah, somebody you've been waiting on. And again, I'm just getting this strong energy of someone that you love. That clearly is feeling this too. That this cycle is ending. What I wanted to say is the World card, that's Saturn energy. And that's a pretty intense energy. It can slow some things down. You know, requiring strength and to move through some obstacles, some lessons that need to be learned. Yeah. So it's definitely connecting to the person in this energy. I feel like that you might be already let go of or trying to let go of. The Ace of Wands is in reverse. It's here with ingenuity, Four of Cups. So this, I feel like this person has been in this energy of wanting to talk, but there is some pride, really. Pride and ego. It's like it's going back and forth in my head of wanting to move and reach out, but then not doing it. Sort of, yeah, like maybe starting to communicate or send a message and not following through. It's pretty clear, actually. And it is definitely somebody that you've been waiting on. And the thing is, this Two of Wands that is here, that does connect me to the World card. It's around making some choices or some specific moves that are here within the World card. So that could be around distance. There could be other people involved, money, that sort of energy. What is here that's really clear is that there is a new cycle here. We're literally at the end of this cycle. Seven of Wands is here. The Empress is here and it's in reverse. So is the Star. Temperance is here, which I do like. The Death card is here in the upright. The Three of Pentacles is in reverse. The Ace of Swords is in the upright. The Two of Pentacles is in the upright, as is the Hierophant. The Five of Cups is in reverse, and the Five of Wands is in the upright. Obstacles. I want to say like in real time and what's been going on, because it's overcoming them, working on it. So what is that about? Is it about distance? Is it about money? Is it about them just restoring some balance here in this connection? The Five of Cups, the Minor Arcana energy, is in reverse. And I will say it does connect with an apologetic energy. It also connects possibly with whatever went on here of moving on. And that's also really validated here in the Death card. The Death card is also connecting to Temperance, which is heart chakra energy. And it's restoring balance. It's around this person, I feel like, and what's connecting with the Death card for me at the moment here, really specifically, is getting over some ego. Because somebody does need to make something right here, I feel. And it's like maybe you have always been the one to try to fix things or make contact first. It's like, no, this is coming around that this person needs to. And by the way, Judgment is here, but it's in reverse. And that's somebody who has been afraid to make this bigger decision, which we can see. It's really clear. And obviously, we could be connecting to the Hierophant in that way. It could be literally around marriage. other people, cultural, religious differences, distance. That is a card of, well, it's the Hierophant, and that's a Taurus energy, divine masculine energy, and it is around commitments. Slow moving though, and which also could be connecting to marriage, which we could also be seeing here in the World card. What is in this Death card also around this person that may need to change or transform for what it is that you're waiting for? And has it? Because it does still feel like they're in this energy of a decision. We're seeing that also in the Two of Pentacles, a Capricorn energy. Waiting for this person to make some kind of choice or move here. Yeah, but there's also, the communication, by the way, is definitely coming in. But there's also a strong energy, I feel like, of, yeah, you waiting on them, like you're not going to, it doesn't feel like you're going to end the silence or reach out. It definitely feels like it's something they need to do, and I feel like it is something they're going to do. The Three of Pentacles in reverse is right here with the Two of Pentacles. So it's a validation for me around not having made any choice or move in relation to that. And that there are third parties involved, but it might be just their fear of whatever this next level was, but it can also be around location or, again, other people. The Ace of Swords, also a validation for me around the communication. Connecting here with the Hierophant, the World card. And it just goes without saying, the Seven of Wands, sort of still some self-defensive energy here. The Death card, because we do have that Six of Swords in reverse, which is pretty strong. A validation of the stagnation here, that nobody's really let the other go. Or let it go, I guess you could say, like what this struggle is around. But at the same time, we are looking at the Death card, that it can be around endings and moving on energy. They did not respond, I want to say, or the response in the last communications were maybe intense and not really clear and not really resolving anything. There's a strong emotional, unavailable kind of energy that's been here. There's an energy around timing. I do feel like you've been ready for more, like you've been waiting for some major decisions to be made, and they haven't been. Whether, again, I just want to show you the Empress today. Whether that's involving people, money, locations, it really could be, I guess you could say, like a mix of all. But this is around the long-term energy. And it's the Empress, the leader of all the 12 star signs here. But this reversal energy thing, the emotional flow kind of stopped, things not moving. Here with the Death card, I want to bring in some oracle. What I want to say to you here, Virgo, that's really clear for me, also with the Judgment in reverse, the Death card in the upright, the Empress in reverse, the World card, the Sun, this is also a call for you around that energy of waking up and getting some clarity and making a decision. I can see that this person hasn't. So it's this energy of timing now for you. It's like, do you want to wait for this or not? Because I do feel we're coming to the end of this cycle, and some of this current energy in this lunar eclipse and Mercury retrograde energy, it is so intense of just things that are surfacing, and it's like, okay, I don't want to wait anymore. I want this to change. I want to know this. So that energy is really strong around you, like getting out of this cycle and making some life-changing decisions. And look at our sun today. There are ladybugs on it, which connect me to Jupiter energy, so I do like that. And that's around Lady Luck, really. It's really almost like a reversal of the Wheel of Fortune in here around the new cycle. But a lot of that is connecting to the moon. It's like coming out of the moon, in particular in reverse, and how getting some clarity so that some truths can be revealed to you. Also here in Temperance, which is connected to the heart chakra, the rebalancing energy. So whatever you're deciding to do here, whether this contact is made or not, it is a new cycle for you. It just feels like it's really important that there's something you need to look closer at. But that might be kind of hard, and I understand that because I have been feeling this. Look, the spark card is here. And there are still feelings here. There's still a spark between you. That's been really clear for me. Oh my gosh. It's just one of these readings today. I think it's revealing something there. Look, make a choice in dry desert. Look at how the person here in the dry desert oracle card is looking off into the distance. Because this is kind of where I feel like things are. And it's almost like stepping out of all the emotional energy and just looking at it more clearly and making a choice. Which door? What are you waiting for? Are you still waiting? Because this person, again, I just feel like hasn't made a choice. And this contact kind of energy doesn't feel strategic, and it doesn't even feel like all over the place. It just feels like if you can see each other, it's just, there it is. Or it's this kind of a coming out of nowhere energy. I feel like you're clear about what you want and what you need, and this person hasn't been, despite the fact that, yeah, there's still a connection here. There's still a spark here. But this is really definitely yours. Look, and it's wanting to go in the Five of Wands, which is really interesting because that is an energy of, it's like some challenging energy, you know? But the decision making in here is also just really clear. And the last two, wow. Wow. Listening to yourself. What wishes have you made? What do you want? The listening card is here, and also the wishing well. So an elephant is interesting because it's connected to Taurus, and that they have the elephants have a very strong emotional energy, strong emotional memory. Also, of course, they're just strong in general. And connecting to the earth energy here, what I do like is our little messenger with all the musical notes here. That is a really strong connection for me around making some peace kind of energy. So I really feel like a lot of this is connected to you and communications with yourself and your higher power. We also do have Archangel Michael here, the angel for strength and protection, karmic justice, wants to get everybody on the path to the truth, restore balance. I do want to validate something here, though. Gosh, it is connecting to the Devil card. So I do want to validate just even look at our Five of Cups in reverse, the way that two of them are pouring out here, and then there's three kind of broken up there. It can be for some of you, there's two things here, that there was already some kind of vice going on around this person, and that played a really big part in maybe even the last time you spoke at some kind of a gathering, or even if it was on the phone, like that there's a vice attached to them. But I do want to validate this energy. If you can see them or even hearing from them, that might also be connecting to that. And then there's this, because it is here, there's this strong call to listen to yourself. And yeah, I want to say around the two of you, it just feels like it's really strongly connected to you. But I'm wondering if somebody's getting a handle on that. Should there be some kind of vice energy, Temperance, the Death card, and the Devil card? That's a strong energy for me around something that was already there. I was going to say something showing up around possibly some sort of vice, or it could be connected to money, whatever. and transforming, stopping that, letting that go. So definitely a really strong call for you as well to just get into that energy of making a decision here. Wishes being made here in the wishing well. These cards are driving me crazy today. By the way, you're at the Tarot Closet, as you know. This is the only place on YouTube, my verified channel, that I release my readings. So if you're seeing, hearing, suspecting my content anywhere, wherever, whatever platform, and it's not here in any way, shape, or form, even on the platform, and you can just tell by the jumbled up words with those little static screens, keep those emails coming. The email's in my description, but also on the About Me page. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And also just remember your playlists, by the way. They're also there. So this wishing well energy, I really like this because look, actually, I feel like for you, I mean, it really could go either way here, but it's like, what wish did you make? Because we're coming into a new cycle here for you, and clarity for you, and a rebalancing. And what decision do you still need to make? Because with the wishing well, we're also looking at that sun, which came through really strong, as you can see with our 3 ladybugs, which is connecting to luck, things, you know, good fortune. You know, it's like, again, it's like uprighting that Wheel of Fortune energy, because that is a stuck energy. It is where it is. But for those of you that are wanting to let go, you know, and there's the energy of moving forward, I guess you could say Magician energy, and manifesting what it is you want. It might only be possible when you let something else go. But that also applies to some change in transforming energy that might be going on around this person and you that needs to be talked about, that could potentially put things on the right path again. It's really not up to me. You know, I'm just the messenger. You have free will. I'm sorry I ghosted you is here. You are all that I want, all that I need, all that I desire, all that I love. Remember, this is higher self messages. My heart and soul scream out for you. It's right here, all on wishing well. I will never have a connection like this with anyone else, I know. Okay, I just heard that. Whatever that is, what is in that? Like, I want to change this for you. What is that? My throat chakra is going nuts because that's the World card energy, the Death card energy, Temperance, and even the Devil. This longing for you is intense. That's also connecting with the Devil energy. Got to validate that. My biggest mistake was to think that I'll be okay without you. I'm not. I never will be. I feel so at home with you. I'm thinking of you right at this moment. You are my destiny. So this is something else I want to bring forward. If there's already been some kind of contact or communication about it, and you haven't made a final decision, that's also like them coming in saying, you know, wait. Like, it just feels like it's kind of being laid on thick. Do you know what I mean? For those of you that are not together, I'm sorry that it took a breakup to make me realize how I just can't live without you. That's here. I think it's a very specific collective. As every moment ticks away, the more I keep thinking about the past, the stronger I feel that our love is meant to last. I love you, baby. There goes the sun. Here comes the sun. The petals. Yeah, look, I have a song playlist about you. I have a song playlist about us. Oh my gosh, and I'm listening to the music now. Oh wow, it's right here on our elephant. There's definitely, I don't know if this is somebody who's who generally has been holding back emotions, but they're in it. And it, again, super, super specific message. It might be connected to some vice energy that's going on, because there is this emotional memory connected to our elephant with listening, and the music that's been coming in literally here, and then with the playlist love message, that they're getting emotional listening to music. So whether they normally are or not, I am wising up, Virgo. It's right here on the Death card. I really want to be with you. I only want to be with you, counting crows. We will be together again. Do you believe it? It's almost like before you make a decision energy too. Is that it? No, there's two more here, and then we're going to look at the bottom of the deck. My life's biggest mistake was to think that I'll be okay without you. The truth is that I'm not. I never will be. I miss you. And I know that I've hurt you, disappointed you. Please believe me when I say I'm sorry. It's right there on Make a Choice. In the bottom of the deck. I just can't sleep because I keep thinking about you all night. And it's here on Wishing Well, like biggest wish energy. For some, it may be too little, too late, but these are the feelings and the messages that are coming through. So I want to say the current energy for sure around this person. Should this be your reading? Beautiful Virgo, that's your reading today. Thank you for joining me at the Tarot Closet, and I'll see you next time.